And we've made it. We're now in the spreadsheet area, and this is the heart of our workbook. This is the area all the way from the bottom of the formula bar down to the bottom of the window. This is where all of our data is held, all of our visuals, all of our worksheets, all here. So we talked a little bit about cell selection in the last video, and as a reminder, when I select a cell, like I just did here, it puts a green border around it, and all this is saying is this is the cell that we are now editing. We can also see what cell it is. We name by column letters and row numbers. So if I look at the column bar along the top here, we see all of our letters, and whatever cell is or range is currently being selected, the columns that are involved are going to show up as a little bit of a darker gray. So we know we're dealing here with column N and row 5 because the 5 is darker along the side here. So we can select ranges as well as cells. So to select a range, we'll click on a cell, hold our click, and drag down. When I release, I've now selected an entire range. And we can see that this range is in column P and rows 3 through 12. So we can quickly identify what's going on with the selection. We can also select entire columns and entire rows. So if I wanted to select the entire column N, I would come up here to the column bar, come to M, and wait for that little down arrow that's showing up now. Now when I click, that entire column is selected all the way down to the bottom of the spreadsheet. Same thing with my rows. If I wanted to select, let's say, row 26, I'd come over here, wait for that little arrow. It's a little bit harder to see on the rows. I'll click, and now that entire row is selected. Within our spreadsheet area, we see these grid lines. That's that light gray horizontal and vertical lines that are showing us the boundaries of these cells. If for any reason you want to turn those off so that we don't see them anymore, you can do that. All you need to do is go to the View ribbon, the Show group, and uncheck this box that says Grid Lines. Uncheck that, and now you'll see that those grid lines are all gone. Everything still works exactly the same. I can select, I can edit, everything in our spreadsheet is still the same. We just can't see these grid lines. The grid lines really help us stay organized, but if you were presenting something and it really didn't need it, maybe you had a table which already has built-in borders, or you were just having some sort of graphical element, a chart, then you may decide that you wanted to turn the grid lines off, and you can turn them off and on very simply from the View ribbon. Now we're going to head to the bottom of our spreadsheet area, and this encompasses all of our worksheets, which are within our bigger workbook. The entire file, Excel file, is a workbook, and within it we have these separate worksheets. So we'll go over that in the next video.